Hi and welcome to our new features wrap-up video with our favourites from Q3 2021. My name's Jessica, Head of Marketing here at ProspectSoft, and in these videos we take you through the very best new features from the previous 3 months, just in case you missed them. Before we get stuck in, I just want to touch on the importance of your feedback. Prospect CRM is a continually evolving system, so we can't stress enough how important feedback is to us. When you subscribe to Prospect, you're not just subscribing to it as it is right now. We help businesses grow, so systems like Prospect should grow with you. We have a very democratised product roadmap where we take customer feedback in, rank it based on factors like number of requests, and push your ideas through to the product regularly. So we strongly encourage you to log any feature suggestions in our ideas portal, where you can then add votes to anything you'd like to see in the software that other Prospect CRM users have recorded. Don't worry, the link to this is in the description box, but definitely worth bookmarking. And we love to get your reactions via our What's New feed, so leave a smile, frown or comment on our post to tell us how we're doing. To give you a quick rundown of what I'll cover in this video, here's a quick agenda. Don't forget, any how-to guides on any of the features mentioned will be linked in the description box of this video, as well as other helpful resources like our Prospect Academy and Help Docs portal, where all our how-to guides are stored. So let's get started, and to kick off, our top voted improvements. We've had tons of positive feedback from many of you about our RFM analysis, as well as some really helpful suggestions on how we could improve it. One key refinement we made in Q3 is the ability to exclude certain accounts from the RFM analysis. For example, perhaps 98% of your customers purchase orders from you regularly, whereas the remaining 2% might, for one reason or another, place very high value orders just once or twice a year. Something you're aware of and not out of the ordinary, but it's skewing your analysis and results. Although our RFM analysis is really clever, it doesn't take into account edge case examples like this. So in this instance, you can now choose to exclude those customers from the overall analysis. So, in summary, this flag should only really be used for customers who fit into one of the following scenarios. Accounts that represent your direct consumer activity, for example, your own Amazon, eBay or Shopify store. Accounts that are only there to represent your EPOS system, so your retail outlets or trade counters. Accounts where you have no control over their spend, for example, large and genuinely anomalous accounts that only ever place one large order with you literally once or twice a year. Accounts where there's a reason why they're hibernating, so maybe their business is seasonal and they temporarily shut down at various points of the year. And another example could be accounts whose spend is just very different to the majority of your customers. If you're new to RFM or want to learn more on how to exclude accounts, check out our guide in the description box. Lots of inventory management and ERP systems allow for 2, 3, 4 or more decimal places in prices and quantity fields. But that doesn't mean you always want to use all those decimal places. In fact, we know that most CRM customers want to enter and display quantities without decimal places. So for example, a quantity of 5, not 5.0000, and display prices usually just to 2 decimal places. So £5.95, not 5.9500. So by default, this is what the CRM now does. When you're building a quote, the CRM only displays the extra decimal places if they're being used. Otherwise, it defaults to showing a simpler screen, which means it generates much simpler quotation documents for your customers. Several new activity filters have now been added to the activity feed to help you quickly find what you're looking for. On any activity feed, at any level of the hierarchy, so contact, opportunity, wherever, just hit the filter button where you can then filter by all sorts of criteria like user, activity type, and even set a date range. If you're on your free trial of Prospect or you've just subscribed and you're in the middle of getting everything set up in the onboarding phase, make sure you check out our new and very much improved welcome page. We've designed it with new users in mind so that it's super helpful and intuitive to walk through, and it's been carefully crafted around getting your whole team set up successfully, step by step. Each item gets ticked off as you go so you can keep track of what you've covered and what you need to do next. Plus, it gives you a few nudges here and there about some really cool features that you need to know about. Keeping your CRM data as accurate as possible is vital, so using our Update via Excel tool can really help with that. Using this tool, you can now quickly update your contact and company information in bulk rather than individually line by line. For example, you may want to reallocate your customer accounts within your sales team. So using this tool means you can easily bulk update the account manager field on selected company records. Your quote-to-order process should be smooth and effortless, enabling customers to easily accept email quotations online and place more orders with you literally while you sleep. So we're super excited to have created the first version of a whole new quote-to-order workflow solution. This update runs alongside the creation of a new customer portal, which over time will support more features and more workflows. Between these new workflows and the customer portal, you'll be able to significantly improve the customer experience you offer, whilst also speed up your sales process by reducing the time and effort it takes to get an order. Plus, it'll increase the accuracy and reliability of the data you capture. You can now personalise your customer portal with your branding to make it more customer friendly and recognisable when quotes are being authorised. Simply choose your primary and secondary colours and upload your logo to make your portal on brand. Then, once you've uploaded your logo, you can add it to any Word and email templates, for example, your quote template. You can now add authorization buttons at the top of an email quotation template. This will add 2 buttons to the quotation email for approve and reject. These buttons take the customer to the new customer portal to action that stage of the quote to order workflow. Set up email notifications to send to your team when customers place orders with you, either via your prospect website or for all orders. Simply enable this option via the settings, specify the recipients, and get notified. With our new order confirmation pop-up, you can prompt users to confirm important quotation details before sending quotes or confirming orders. Critical stuff on the quote or order, like delivery details, order details like the PO reference, etc., will need to be filled in by your team before they can go any further. Not only will this save time, but you'll also reduce confusion internally, overall speeding up your quote to order workflow. There's loads more to come with the quote to order workflow, so keep an eye on our dedicated landing page for more on this. Also, be sure to take a look at our webinar all about optimising your quote to order workflow. Both the landing page and the webinar are linked in the description box. And finally, onto our favourite hint and tip of the quarter. Did you know that you can import product images from your inventory management system, like Unleashed, and use them on quotes to bring the quote to life? It's really easy to switch on. Just ask someone in your team with CRM admin rights to enable this option via the system settings. And that's it for this new features wrap up. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and share, and stay tuned for our final wrap up of 2021.